What's going on, guys? So I figured I would give you guys a quick little walkthrough of my game room currently, how it sits. I had some people asking a while back, and sorry it's been few and far videos, but they're going to be a lot more lately here soon. Soon I'll be going through surgery, so I'll be kind of down about a month, but I really won't have much to do other than physical therapy for couple of weeks, actually I think about 2 months of recovering this shoulder surgery here in my left shoulder that's got an injection in it right now. So if any of you guys have any tips on how to sit and play some video games and not hurt your shoulder while you're recovering, that'd be awesome. But I wanted to show the game room because I am actually going to try before this month, with the help of my wife and my kids, because again, kind of down to one arm for the most part, anything kind of over my head. But we're going to try to paint this room, do the mud work, do some stuff. I already put some of the drywall up a little while ago. Yeah, those cuts probably look terrible. Pretty much was down to one arm. And it was just kind of tough. But you're not going to see a lot of it when it's mudded if you're a drywall guy. If you're not, you're going to care less. But that wall's all open. And right over there was open too. We closed off this room because it was kind of like a walk-in closet, I guess you'd say. But it's big enough to be a room. So I figured I'd give you guys a little show of everything because a lot of it's going to change. But we'll just kind of go over what I got and forgive the mess. A lot of things are dusty and all over the place because there's lots of changes coming. So right off the bat, we'll show everything. Started, got a lot of CRTs. We got over here my JVC. I actually got this for free, and this is the IR. Forgive me, I don't remember all the model numbers, all that I had that. But everything works on it. It's got RGB, component, S-Video, all that. I love it. This is probably my favorite one. I really want to try to fit it over here, but the entertainment center is a little too small, so I don't know if I'm going to have to get creative or what I'm going to do. But over here, I have the Wii, and this is actual official Nintendo Wii stand set up. And again, I'll show more of these off when I rearrange. But we just got a few things for the Wii, kind of building our collection back up. We used to years ago have a pretty good collection of Wii and Wii U. And we got that connected up here. As you can see, that TV's kind of like mounted, but not mounted the way I want it to be. It's not really centered. So that's something I'm going to be fixing. I got all the minis right up to this TV. They go into here, and all the controllers down so we can play those. We used to have an Xbox 360 set up to it, but I actually have it in the box now. I got a few boxes, and I fixed a lot of 360s. So I actually have a ton of them. But I actually play my 360 out more, which I'll go over down the road. But I play it more out here on the bigger TV and the nicer setup just because of the HDMI capabilities and everything. Don't know why the flashlight's on there, but... Alright, so in here, we got Krillin and Piccolo sitting here with the Respawn chairs. Okay chairs, if you're a gamer. I mean, I wouldn't highly recommend them because to me they became both very uncomfortable after a while, but they're not the worst I was in. But we had the PS2 down here and a few different things, just a few PS2 games. When I was younger, I used to have a lot. I'm kind of rebuilding. I actually fixed a few PS2s, and I got to do some adjustments to this one now. Unfortunately, it's having some laser issues, so I just got to make some adjustments and ohm it out. And it will be able to read the blue and the gold disc again because it was just having some issues. But it didn't originally. They just kind of happened over time. And my Sega Saturn, after cleaning it, was working fine. And now has decided to give me some problems. So sadly, I wanted to show it off today. It's one of my favorite consoles. I have the memory card back there. I have the stunner guns. I have some stunner guns. Or I guess you say gun cons for the PlayStation and PS2. So sadly, I gotta either do a new laser in my Sega Saturn or that. I know I can mod these, but guys, I really enjoy my kids and stuff playing the hardware the original way, and I know that comes with a risk. That's older, it's harder to find stuff, but it is fun just playing it. There's something nostalgic and actually maybe weird, but even my kids, some of my friends have came over and said that it's kind of more fun to play it this way than it is actually on like the big TV or the TVs that it wasn't really meant for back in the day. So I don't know. That might just be me. You guys let me know how you feel, but to me it kind of feels that way too. Here's my DBZ shelf, or Dragon Ball I should say. I mean, you can see all kinds of stuff. I have 30th anniversary collections, video game bundle sets, tons of the DVDs, Blu-rays. I'll go over that more in an individual video sometime. VHS collection, just all kinds of stuff. So I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, very big. I've enjoyed it since I was very, very young, and it was a big passion before I had heart disease. Before heart disease was a big passion for me to get into lifting, sports, everything. It really pushed me, and there's lots of things that the anime has done for me that I would have to go into a separate video to explain. Just really good. And I wasn't one of those people that like wasn't a people person, sat in all day and that's all I watched and that's all that like communicated to me or something. I had very outgoing with lots of people stuff, but that anime just really spoke to me in life. I don't know what it was, and always has, still today, still gives me goosebumps when I watch certain scenes. I absolutely love it. So I'll probably go on that in another video. That'd be fun while I'm sitting around. We got the boxes, and some things are in the box, some are out, of all kinds of stuff. I'm going to kind of change this display and try to set it up different, or either get rid of these shelves. I haven't quite decided exactly how I'm going to do that yet, which I got to make a decision soon. Posters, those are all coming off the wall soon, because I'm going to start with the walls first. Get everything out of here. Some old magazines. It's just a pile of old stuff I'm selling. Some of the stuff I'm going to be using to... I'll be doing all the work, you know, myself and my family helping in the game room here. I got some Star Wars stuff hung up over there. I'm actually going to paint this pipe green like Mario. It's a heater pipe. It can take the paint. I was looking up, and it doesn't get too hot, so that's going to be kind of cool. Some statues up there. Old Turok when I was a kid. I think Link's up there from all the way in the, you know, late mid-90s. Some of the DBZ cereal boxes, some Pops, NES's in the original box. I got a lot of stuff, just got to go through it. Sega CD down there in the original box. Some things I'm going to be going through. This is my Nintendo setup, but this TV is actually going to be getting sold. Great TV, VCR works. That TV is going to get sold. That one has a little buzzing with the speakers, so that's why I have it attached to the RCA radio up here, and then I don't get that. And then sadly, the tube on that Toshiba is starting to slowly go out and kind of gets black after a while. And I don't think that one I'm going to save. I think that one I'm going to do. The DVD player works great and all, but I think I'm going to end up junking that one or see if somebody wants it. But I have a lot of setups here, just little stuff. I mean, here's the other Star Wars characters, the LED lights. I'll show you what this looks like as of now with the lights shut off. Old Diablo for PS2, or not PS, sorry, for PC, Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. The battle chest box. There's some stuff, some Game Boys. I actually got that original Game Boy. It was covered in soda and ruined, and like I put a new screen, fixed it, cleaned it up, took it apart, everything. I cleaned up this Game Boy Pocket. I believe I got Tetris with that, and then on the Game Boy Pocket, I have a copy of Pokemon Blue right there. All things later I'm going to be trying to get in the box. I know they're expensive, but those are just part of my childhood. Some VHS right here. Got the DVD player, Toshiba, and VHS player. Got the original Star Wars that I had when I was a kid. These are actually all from when I was a child. Some stuff I don't have much anymore, but some of the things I kept. Original Pokemon VHSs I had when I was a kid. Some of the other stuff I picked up. Some like Nintendo 64 promos, I've been picking those up. Indiana Jones, Ninja Turtles, just stuff like that. And I actually was able to find a cleaner kit, brand new from Best Buy not too long ago, to clean the heads of the VCRs, and it worked really good on that one. That one I have one set up out there. Here's my Sega setup and my Sega CD. I want to get 32X soon. There's some of my collections, the wireless controllers. That's going to grow. Right now I don't have that hooked up because I'm actually doing a multi-port and, like I said, changing all this stuff. So here's my, there's what we got on right now is Dead Zone in here. Got Gran Turismo 2 plugged in there, and of course Super Mario with the satellite, Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt right there. So I actually got this Jungle Green 64 and it wouldn't work, and I cleaned it and fixed this up and actually got it working. There's some of my complete in the box games I've been collecting slowly for 64. Super Nintendo collection is really small right now, but eventually gonna grow. Just have 3 games. It's just All Stars, Super Mario World, and F-Zero. And I got the mouse back there for Mario Paint, but don't have that. So that will slowly grow. Here's my PlayStation, the original. I got matching memory cards for each of my controllers, which was fun. Something I always wanted to do when I was younger. Gran Turismo 2, back there, got a lot of good hits. You know, original Doom, I got Final Doom, all the Final Fantasies, even Tactics. A lot of the Star Wars I had when I was a kid, a few of the Resident Evils, Driver, Command & Conquer. There was just a lot of games. I'll go over each collection down the road if you guys want to see. Even have the PlayStation mouse, which is pretty cool. Sega Saturn game, one of my favorite systems. I know it's very underrated, but Virtual Cop 1 and 2 with the Stunner packs, Sonic Jam, Bug, even have Doom, which was absolutely terrible for the Sega Saturn, but it's one of the coolest cases. I had to have it. Marvel Superheroes, Duke Nukem 3D, just a lot of fun games on Sega Saturn, and really sad that my Sega Saturn is giving me some issues right now because me and my son love playing Virtual Fighter with the virtual sticks. So NES is something I've been growing to. I really enjoy NES. That's cool. You can see the LED flash when the camera's on it. Got a few extra controllers in here. Original PlayStation Smoke Black, PS1. Got a few NES boxes, a few extra NES stuff. Few extra official license N64 controllers. Here's some of my extra NES controllers and stuff. Here's a game collection. I gotta fix this. This is an actual Nintendo brand holding, you know, like for holding your Nintendo NES games and accessories. There's the games I got for it. Trying to build the collection slowly. I've been doing a lot of it on a budget. Really finding stuff, bidding on eBay and things like that has really been my luck to draw. A lot of the stuff I either had before or I bought, you know, when I got a good deal on it. Some of them even bought when they were broken, fixed them up, cleaned them, and things like that. So that's been a big thing I like to do on the side. If you guys watch my car channel, I like to mess with cars, particularly Hondas, but I mess with a lot of, you know, all cars, and I just like to tinker with stuff. So a lot of the things I end up fixing, and I make sure they're really good, you know, before I sell them and anything, and talk to the people and truthful with them that, you know, hey, I took this apart. These hardwares are all 20, 30 years old. I mean, things happen, but yeah, a lot of times it just needs something new, you know, something small, and generally get it up and running again, which is nice. This oak table, I picked up a huge table. Like, you can play games on it, all kinds of stuff. I got this from a guy local in town, and this is kind of where I keep most of my stuff, like my cleaning kits, my screwdriver kit, my remotes are all in there. And almost every TV in here I have a working remote too, so that's pretty cool. Something you don't see with the CRTs much anymore. And usually I got LEDs that go all around the top here soon, but how I normally sit in here and play is I normally cut off the lights. I have either a certain color usually coded to like the game I'm playing or whatever I'm watching or doing, and then I just usually chill in here, and of course usually just one TV running unless I got like the kids and someone else is playing, and just kind of chill in here, and it's pretty nice. It's relaxing. I can't wait to get the LED lights and the changes. It'll be pretty sweet, and gonna kind of just maneuver everything a little bit different and set up. So really excited to show you guys the new setup once this is done. And we'll do that in a separate video, but I'll probably have some before and after pics and, you know, video. So thanks guys for checking out the gaming room with me. Hope I didn't bore you, you know, and if there's any like individual videos on certain things you guys want to know, let me know, because I'm gonna have time to sit around and I gotta think of something. So all right guys, have a good one.